I'm sure that's going to get copywritten. But hello, good people. Mark Holmes here. And as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Hope everybody's having a great day. Story we are following right now, the Cowboys can't seem to catch a break. We had Tyler Guyton, who just went down in practice, and we don't have a report. He was laying on his stomach. They rolled him over on his back, and we don't know. We don't know how bad it is. Our daily update from practice, of course, Micah Parsons, no practice today. No muss. But we do have something that is going to be interesting to watch. Tyler Smith's agent was seen about an hour ago at the facilities, and they could be working on Tyler Smith's contract. And I'm trying to understand here what the heck is going on, because we've got Micah Parsons, where, you know, we literally hear Stephen Jones saying the stupidest things with his dad, that Micah Parsons has to want to get paid. Now, I'm not sure what that means or what they're trying to say he's got to do to prove that he wants to get a contract, okay? In fact, I'm not sure I want to know what they're trying to say. I can't say that he hasn't done everything that you've asked. He's been a team leader. He's shown up to training camp. I haven't seen any podcasts that put the Cowboys in bad light. He is in incredible shape. He's working with his teammates to try and get better. What else is it that Stephen and Jerry Jones are looking for him to do to get paid? You tell me. You tell me. Because I'd like to know. Actually, maybe I don't want to know. All right, but be that as it may, we do have, of course, some other stuff that's going on. And I am going to say that my quarterback, you can say what you want about Dak Prescott. Dak sucks. He's a turnover machine. Oh, you know what? Screw you guys. Y'all are just straight up haters. Because I know what y'all do. Because I had one of those haters out there that sent me a clip of Mozzie Smith getting beat in training camp in one play. And, you know, got to be the worst first-round pick that the Cowboys ever had. You will take one play in practice, not the game. Not the game. Not the game. And you don't even know what the drill is. Sometimes you have the ones working with the defense and your scout team, and your job is just to hold the space. Okay? Let them do the work so they can actually get it done. You don't know if that was the case or if this was a legitimate, we want you going after the guys. You just don't know. Be that as it may, we got my quarterback looking pretty good right now. And let's check out some of these highlights here of my quarterback, okay? Look at this. Look at number 4. Boom. No ill effects. Look at that deep ball. Oh, my goodness. Do you see that? Do you see the, oh, man. The chicks dig the deep ball. They love the deep ball, man. I'm telling you. Chicks dig the deep ball. And Dak Prescott, look at that. And look at George Pickens. Ain't nothing but a thing. Looking, oh my God, that looks good. Look at that. Look at that. Guys, you can talk all you want. That guy is looking pretty good with his 2 toys there. Now, we have, let's take another one here. Are you ready for another one? Now, here's what's really cool. After them going through and talking about how much of a cancer, he's a cancer. He don't get along with his teammates and stuff. Okay. Well, I tell you what, he was spotted at the grocery store with CeeDee Lamb. And they're taking pictures and, hey, having a good time. Having a good time with the fans. Check it out. Look at it. Uh-oh, we got music on here. Hope we don't get copyrighted. Look at this. It's another view from that safety. Look at it. A wider view. They looking good, man. Oh, how do I escape? There we go. We escaped from it. Look at it. Here. Let's go to another. I guess we're watching the same play. Oh, okay. Different angles, different YouTube, different media doing the same thing. But you see that he was being held and still got it. But I am completely excited about the Dallas Cowboys. Now, let's deal with the elephant in the room. Are the Cowboys ever going to pay Micah Parsons? That is the question. And, I don't know what's going on with this, because if they do actually, and don't get me wrong, it would be the smartest thing in the world for the Cowboys to go ahead and get Tyler Smith taken care of right now. You've already seen Rashawn Slater get $28.5 million. We know the franchise tag number for offensive lineman is $26 million next year. It would be wise, like they did with Jake Ferguson yesterday, getting his deal done. And it would have been wise for the Cowboys to have gotten Micah's done last year. But I want to go to Rich Eisen and listen to their takes on whether or not they're ever going to pay Micah Parsons.
When we start with the Dallas Cowboys, we do it because we have to, not because we want to. Not
that's
because
a lie, Rich. Rich, don't lie. Don't lie.
Honestly,
Well, that's a little bit to do with it.
No. We're above that, Frey.
Really?
Marvelous.
Yes.
It's marvelous.
It's marvelous.
Yes.
No, seriously.
Yes. Because, listen, training camp stories, it's about quarterback competitions if they exist, injuries if they unfortunately occur, or people who haven't gotten paid, people who have not gotten the contract that they feel that they deserve, or everybody knows that they richly deserve. That's why we're talking about Terry McLaurin, who showed up in Washington Commanders camp. Shamar Stewart is coming from the cold. That had something to do with a contractual language thing, not a money thing. Otherwise, if it was a money thing, we'd be playing the Cincinnati Bengals noise. We haven't heard that for Trey Hendrickson.
Not yet. No.
If Trey Hendrickson gets paid, we know that the Velcro wallet in Cincinnati, Ohio, has been opened.
I can't tell if I like that or if it's nails on a chalkboard.
Yeah, it could be both.
It's close.
Yeah,
It's close.
You know what I mean.
White shoes.
We're about nuance. It doesn't have to be one thing or the other here on this program.
Great point. Yeah, great point.
Micah Parsons is in camp, but he's not gotten paid yet. And every single time someone's in front of a microphone, that's basically going to be the question asked.
You think?
Like, when is it? What's going on? Certainly, if apparently fans are chanting, pay Micah at Jerry Jones, whose response to that wasn't anything feeling shame or feeling nervous or anxious.
It should.
It's him kind of laughing it off, saying he heard that chant louder last year for pay CD. And now that sounds like, so CD's more popular than Micah.
Right.
Okay, so just a quick update here. Tyler Guyton walks off on his own power. Micah Parsons and some trainers have helped him. So we got some good news. We hung on here long enough to find out Tyler Guyton looks like he's okay. But definitely a scare again. But go on.
Jerry, given a chance to add a little bit more meat on those bones, said, no, it's about the cheers were louder for the guy who's not here.
Yeah.
So when a guy's literally not physically there, like CeeDee Lamb wasn't last year,
Get him here.
it's louder than the guy who's standing right there. So it's got nothing to do with popularity. Don't read anything into that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't.
Which is, unfortunately, too late. But we'll always shoot you straight. And again, that's Jerry just having a microphone in front of his face and sounding off about something. That's giving you a soundbite about something. Not sounding off, but. And that's what he means, that it's about the guy who's not there from last year. That's why the chants about pay CD were louder than the ones that he's hearing right now from Micah. At any rate, long story short, Dak.
Let you tell it.
Dak, who's been down this road, we still have a bunch of drops from the Dak years a few years ago when his contractual situation was up in the air and, takes a nice chunk out of the pie when you're signing him. There might not be room for other people.
Chunk out of the pie.
All of that stuff, right? So Dak, who's been there, done that, he was asked just after we went off the air, maybe when you were touching foot in Altoona, meeting all the Celebrity Family Feud fans. TJ.
Yeah, it was about noon.
Dak was asked about the Micah situation.
I mean, it's an every year conversation.
It's an every
Whether it's myself, Zach Martin, CeeDee Lamb,
Yes.
now Michael Parsons.
It's a Mad Lib, Dak, right?
It's part of it in a sense.
Yep.
Now, it's something that I wish that any of us are going through. Absolutely not. But I think Mike is doing a hell of a job with it being here. He's a great teammate. Showing up, obviously not just on the field and being focused, but whether it be in the camaraderie, hanging out, dinner. He's not just doing it to sign off and say, "Hey, Jerry, look at me." But he wants to be out there practicing, and honestly, I'm glad he's not. He can't do that to himself. That's the business of it, and that's the business of a holdout. And so I do think he's taken some great steps of being here. I don't know if there's a correct way to handle it, to be honest with you. I will say that I think he deserves to get paid, think he should get paid, and ultimately, if I'm going off of the history of what I've seen, he will get paid. Hopefully it's sooner than later.
Should we give the response that we gave each other on Celebrity Family Feud after a correct? Or
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Good answer. Good answer. Good answer.
Good answer.
It's up there.
No. Well, that was us more than Dan.
Too much fun.
At any rate.
It was for me.
Yeah.
I sucked. Okay.
So then Stephen Jones speaks the next day. By the way, this is supposed to be on Back Together Again weekend or whatever it is.
yeah.
Or,
Yeah.
Back together.
what
Weekend.
is that what it's called?
Yeah, hold on. Let me double check that.
I
think it's
Back Together Weekend.
Yeah.
Again. I
Back
guess the
Together
again.
Weekend.
I guess the again part is this Mad Lib. So Stephen Jones, did you hear what Jack had to say? What did Dak say?
Did you hear the fans yelling "Pay Micah" yesterday? And what do you think when you hear that?
It doesn't change anything. I mean, we want to pay Micah too. He's got to want to be paid.
Okay.
He's got to want.
All right, I'm gonna end this thing right here because this is getting to be kind of crazy right now because John Machota just posted out here that Cowboys cornerback Deron Bland said there have been talks between his agent and the Cowboys about a new contract extension. Dallas is always where I want to be. So wait a minute, let me see if I get this straight. You got Micah Parsons who, months ago said, I ain't got to be the highest paid. And we sit here and watch people after people after people get paid and watching the number go up. Out of left field yesterday, we get Jake Ferguson paid. And now we got Deron Bland saying, oh, yeah, we've been having talks. We've been having conversations about getting my extension done. And we've got now the agent for Tyler Smith there on the field at practice talking with Stephen Jones. They better get Micah done. I'm trying to figure out why it is. If they go ahead and do Deron Bland after doing Ferguson and Tyler Smith who's only had 3 years here, okay? After doing Osendigizzua's contract, hell, it wouldn't be, at this point, it wouldn't be surprising to me if we had George Pickens' agent there talking about a contract extension, but yet Micah still waits. And maybe what it is shout out to Miss Tracy. Shout out to Miss Tracy because she is an artist, okay? I'm creative with my hands, okay? Aren't I creative with my hands, baby? You are. She said, yeah, you are. She didn't say that very excitingly, but be that as it may, she created the work harder. And maybe this is the Cowboys saying, oh, well, you said you'll work harder if they don't understand your value. Let's see you work harder. I hate Jerry and Steven. I hate those guys. Dumb and dumber. As always, we'll keep you up to speed. Thank goodness Tyler Guyton walked off on his own power. Maybe we dodged another bullet. Deron Bland. They're doing talks with Deron Bland. Tyler Smith as well. Micah, not so much. As always, we appreciate you guys. And look for some new shirts and artwork on cowboyjoeboo.com. Because Miss Tracy, she's working. She's very creative and crafty and pretty. Love you, baby. Peace out.